people who know God. And when they know God, they have a duty. And that duty is to teach what you know to those who do not know. Then those of us who are in pursuit of that duty have 10%, the rich, the bloodsuckers of the poor, the slave makers of the poor. They hate the 5%. They have control over 85%. So they turn the 85% against the righteous teacher. This is how they've been able to kill the prophets, kill their communities, because the leaders who are the bloodsuckers of the poor have control over the minds of the masses, and they feed the masses more lies about a righteous teacher, so that the righteous teacher will be persecuted by the 10%, not helped by the 85%, so that they can kill the righteous teacher. But a new thing is happening.
But I got on here to say this: please do not get distracted out here, emotionally, spiritually, because the system itself is, you know, it's dying. It's dying. Old ways of living, the old ways of doing things, from 1981 to 1996. This is specifically for y'all. Please, 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 please educate the youth the right way. Please, please. We are starseeds, just like Gen Z is, just like our elders were. We are starseeds. We returned here for a bigger purpose that many people won't understand, and a lot of this Instagram live will go over people's heads, but that's okay. If we keep living the same lifestyle that we looked at when we were kids and saw like, oh, this is popping, oh, this is one of the people I need to follow. Like, think about social media in general. Like, you guys are we're just following. And I say you guys, no, we are just following people. We're just following people. That is a level of influence that can be dangerous if it's not poured in the right places. Wake up. Wake up. We can't try to force our thoughts and our ways on anybody else, but we have to know that the right way is already in us. Feel me? That's why you have to be rooted and grounded in who you are. Excuse me, I wake up every single day knowing that my skin color is something that is hated on. My culture is something that has been pushed underneath the rug. They're now changing history to be forgotten about. And that's why I'm saying this generation, this millennial generation, specifically us, if we allow them to cover up all the history and all the things that have happened to our human race and what has been done, we will be doomed. That's all I'm saying. So all the young kids that may not understand it yet, that's fine. You're going to come into this. But to my generation, be better. Be better. Do not get distracted out here. Do not get to a place where you're stagnant. We have a lot of entrepreneurs. We have crypto. We have NFTs. We've redefined art. We have the metaverse coming. We have all these great things coming. You know what I mean? But still, when chaos happens and trauma happens, we revert back to our old ways. They're trying to do everything possible in order to keep us in a low vibrational state. A low vibrational state. If you don't know what low vibrational state of being is, please go look it up. But I'm specifically talking to my generation right now, that if we do not teach our kids the truth of this world and what has happened and what has taken place.
What is Will Smith trying to tell us?
At the White House with my family, and we were getting a tour, and Barack and Michelle and Sasha and Malia.
Nice.
And it's me and Jada and the kids, and we're walking through the White House. And the night before, Jaden had said to me, "Dad, I got to ask the president about the aliens." I was like, Jaden, do not ask the president. So we get into the Situation Room, and Jaden says, "Excuse me, Mr. President." And I was like, "Hey, Barack, man, hey, listen, Jada." And Barack said, "Don't tell me." And in perfect form, like, this is why he's the president, he stopped and looked at Jaden and said, "The aliens, right?" And I was like, oh, shoot. And he said, okay, I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of extraterrestrials, but I can tell you if there had been a top secret meeting, and if there would have had to have been a discussion about it, it would have taken place in this room.
You should look into this. You gotta find out.
Come on, man.
Dude, you gotta find out.
Listen, here's the deal.
Aliens.
I know. I have the top secret information. I just can't share it. You don't think I've made all of these movies?
Why do you think you're so comfortable here?
Thank you so much. I've always been interested in acting, so it's pretty cool to be in the presence of an actor. But my question actually has to do with your numbers theory. So if by your logic you say 1 times 1 equals 2, are you insinuating that 1 times 0 then equals 1?
Equals 1. Well, that's what we were saying with the identity principle, the identity property. It says that 1 times nothing equals nothing. Something, so now you have the laws of physics have to now adjust because something just disappeared. Conservation of energy, energy can't be created or destroyed. So if 1 times 0 equals 0, then what happened to the energy of the 1? Isn't that the same problem that Stephen Hawking were talking about with the event horizon and the information going in and still being present, that conflict that was started? Well, that's because of the math. The principles in the math are not founded on truth. It's not founded on substance. The identity principle, anything times 0 is 0 and anything times 1 is 1. Where is that number? Where is that exemplified in nature or in universal phenomena? Is it?
But why? Why did they lie to us?
A dime. Go ahead, let me get this out. Say you take a dime times a dime. You put that in your calculator, it says 1 cent. 0.10 times 0.10 is 1 cent. But we know a dime times a dime is a whole dollar. But the banks gives us money based on that evaluation. Is that fair? And I might get shot about talking about this right now.
On the 6th game of his 6th championship, he hits the most famous shot in finals history to win the game, and the iconic photo was took with, you guessed it, 6.6 seconds left. I don't know what to say. On the 6th game of his 6th championship, he hits the game-winning shot, and the photo is took with 6.6 seconds on the clock? Man, his first 6 years, he didn't win a championship. Then he wins his next 3 and retires after 9 years at the age of 30. Wait, what? So his first 6 years, he didn't win a championship. Then he wins the championships 3 years in a row and retires after 9 years at the age of 30? That's crazy. You should prepare yourself, cause shit gets crazier. So then after he retires, he comes back at age 32. He eventually loses in the playoffs against the Magic. Next season, he's 33 years old, and he begins his second three-peat. Now at 33, he has the greatest season ever. He led the Bulls to a 72-win season. 7 + 2 = 9. Then he retired at age 36 in 1999. You can flip that upside down if you wanna, and that's 666. Then he returned once more in 2001.